Century English vagabond was just wandering along when he came upon an inn called George and the Dragon. So he knocked at the door, and the landowner's wife, the publican's wife, pushed her head out the window, and he said, "Excuse me, could you give me something to eat?" She looked him up and down. He was grubby and well, badly dressed, and she said, "No." So, "Could you give me a pint of ale?" "No." "Well, would you allow me to sleep in part of your stable?" "No." "Oh, well, he should if you just..." And then she snapped at him before he could finish. But he said, "Could you please let me have a few words with George?" That's not too right. Okay. The thing is that today we think that the Israelites had 40 years in the desert and they all had to have their own tents. But God was with them always. They believed that. He journeyed with them. So they had a special tent outside their assembly, which was more or less the house of God. And so Moses and others could go and talk there to God, but the normal people didn't. And that all changed though when Jesus came amongst us, and John says he pitched his tent amongst us. So he came and he pitched his tent with you and me. So God manifested himself in the warm, loving, gentle person of Jesus Christ. And he comes into our lives, he pitches his tents in each of us when we're baptized. And we are temples of the Holy Spirit. Our soul is his temple, and he's with us, inwardly with us all the time. And he never abandons us. And Jesus is reminding us of that, because he says, "Remember, you are the temples of the Holy Spirit, with the Father, Son, and Holy Spirit." And you may feel at this moment pretty tired and cold and miserable, or you may feel all right or disinterested, but deep down, he's there. And that's the great mystery of our faith, that God lives within. As Jesus said, it's what's within your heart that matters. It's where is your heart set? What are the important things in your life that come from your heart? The love you have for your family, the love you have for friends, the love you have for the people in need. They're the important things. It's not whether you wash your hands or not, or the outward observances of the scribes and Pharisees. Because it's always what's within that's important. And we are the temples of God. And it's extraordinary to believe that. But that's the truth. And Jesus reasserts that. And he's told, because the disciples that followed him saw this loving man, this gentle man, this very strong man too, but this person who was warm and caring for them. And that for them was, of course, the manifestation of God, the God that lives within us. So today is just, I suppose, a reminder of our inherent dignity as members of God's household, the fact that we journey of life together with him, that he never abandons us, and that he's pitched his tent within us. And that's the important thing, that we're here now to be strengthened and helped on our journey by Christ himself coming to us in the Eucharist. And that's a great gift to have, which many people don't share. But for one wonderful love of God, we do. And so we thank him for that in our hearts. We ask him to strengthen our faith and to give us hope that he will be with us always to our last breath.